Hey folks, I'm Joel with Power Stance Import Export, and thanks for checking this video out. We're a licensed used car dealer located right here in Oxford, Michigan, and we specialize in unique 4x4s just like this one. You can find us online at powerstanceimport.com and check out our inventory. You can also reach me directly at the number listed above, or follow us online, Facebook, Instagram, this YouTube channel at Power Stance Import Export. And we've always got new vehicles coming in, which means new videos. So please like and subscribe. Thanks. Hey folks, and for sale today, I've got a gorgeous 1998 Land Rover Defender 110 5-door county station wagon, Td5. Now this is a right-hand drive UK import. It has been legally imported. It's now located here in Michigan and comes with a clean, clear Michigan title. So let me walk you around the vehicle. I'll show you the inside, the outside, the underside, and we'll take it for a test drive as well. So starting off here on the driver's side, let's just take a close look at the exterior. Now this is a new paint job, and I'd say it's a solid 8.5 out of 10. Only because there are some spots where you can see a little bit of orange peel, and then there are some spots that are really nice and glossy flat. So whoever wet sanded this didn't do a perfect job, but good news is that it just takes a little bit of wet sanding to fix it. But other than that, it's a really nice, glossy, super shiny paint job. Just a couple little imperfections here and there. And you know, the truth about these Defenders is you can't really expect like a Lamborghini paint job on these. If it's nice and glossy and looks good, then in this price range, that's about as good as we're going to get. If you want an immaculate paint job on these, it's going to cost like an extra 15, 20 grand just really to paint these things perfectly. But I would say this is a really good paint job. Just a couple little spots, you know, like right there where the sanding didn't quite get buffed out. But other than that, really beautiful paint job. Epsom green, Alpine white roof, full length roof rack. And we got a nice set of Cooper Discoverers, all-terrains on these 5-spoke Defender alloys, or kind of like Discovery alloys. But very easy to clean these 5 spokes. And then while we're here, let's take a look at the chassis and rear cross member. You can see right there where the rear cross member has been cut and welded. So that's a new rear cross member in decent shape. And the exterior of the cross member, really good shape, no rust or holes or anything. Tiny little bit of corrosion on the bottom of the rear door, but as far as the exterior goes, pretty decent shape. A little bit of a dent right there in the door, on the passenger door. No dents in the front wings, no dents in the bonnet. Bonnet is in beautiful shape. Bulkhead corners are lovely, great shape. Footwells on the bulkhead, pretty decent shape. That's where your air conditioning drains right there. Outriggers look pretty good as well. And continuing on up front, we got a nice KBX aftermarket front grille and light surrounds. I think these are standard halogen lights and signals. Standard bumper. It's got these nice little Puma style bumperette corners. Under the bonnet here, really good shape looking bonnet. This is the Td5, 2.5 liter, 5-cylinder turbo diesel. So I can see, it's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's a couple non-stock manifold bolts on there. So that lets me know that this manifold has been, the gasket's been replaced. You can see a super shiny cylinder head there. So the cylinder head may have been replaced, or it may have just been cleaned off and put a new valve cover on there. Bell housing looks nice and clean. I don't see any oil dripping there. I see a new oil cooler line for the turbo. And yes, this does have air conditioning, folks. So this is the air conditioning compressor here. And it also has ABS. So we got your ABS module right here. So two pretty big upgrades from a stock Defender. AC and analog brakes. Bulkhead looks pretty good. I like seeing these factory stickers on here. It means the bulkhead hasn't been painted or repaired. Corners look good on the driver's side as well. Vents look good. Seal nice and fresh. No dent, no cracks or chips in the windscreen. Aftermarket snorkel. Couple holes on the side here where it looks like there was probably a piece of checker plate here. And again, there's a spot where the clear coat wasn't quite sanded good enough, and this can be just polished out. But to fix this quickly, you could put some black rivets in here or put another piece of checker plate over that. Hinges have nice stainless hardware. Doors are in really good shape as well. I see a slight repair here on the bottom, but otherwise very good shape. So no rust on the doors. Tiny little bit of corrosion here in the corner. It seems like they all have a little tiny spot right there, but the bottoms are in good shape. No corrosion here along the windows. All the seals are good. Same thing with all the other doors as well. Middle row doors. A little bit of a repair right here, but all in all, very good usable shape. Door cards in great shape as well. And the rear door, while we're on the subject of doors, this one's a little bit rougher. You can see a pretty decent dent right here in the door frame, and no rust on the bottom except for right here in the corner. So that could be repaired pretty easily with a new piece of square tubing right here. But as is, it still operates just as good as normal. A nice clean looking rear door card. Stock original carpet in the back. Got a new set of jump seats. So this is what it looks like when they're folded up, and this is what they look like when they're folded down. All right. Cappings, corners, all in beautiful shape. No corrosion there, no rust on the cappings. New aftermarket set of sliding rear windows. Wheel arches painted to match the body. Corners in good shape as well. Cab corners, whatever you want to call those. Middle row seats in beautiful shape. We got 3 folding seats here. So 33, 33, 33 ratio. Again, stock original carpet in here. This is a very low mileage car for the year as well. It's only got 130, I think. So for a 28-year-old car, very good. Doors all in great shape. Original carpet up front as well. And this is your AC coil in there, and the vents are right here. Sorry about the sun glare. Cubby box in the center, cup holder. This is the R380 5-speed, and then the LT230 center center locking differential. Techno pattern seats in really good shape, and these might be original as well. These are in really good shape. And over to the driver's side. Let's go ahead and fire it up. These are your AC controls right here. Temperature and fan speed. And then you got your, I mean, look at how clean these buttons are. Normally these are all worn out, but hazard lights, rear fog light, rear defrost, heater controls here. We got a clock, temperature gauge, fuel gauge, speedo, 133,000 miles. Glow plug light comes on and off. Fuel gauge working, temperature gauge working. AM, FM, CD player. She fires right up. Very rare to see these oil plates with the string still attached on them. Blow by, no smoke. Zero vibration coming out of this motor here. and no smoke out of the tailpipe. All right, so let's get underneath it and take it for a test drive. Okay, what I meant was let's get underneath it and then take it for a test drive, not at the same time. Okay, rear cross member looking super solid. You got your adjustable hitch here. There's your plug. Rear chassis looks really good. A little bit of surface rust. Some rust on the fuel tank skid plate, but the fuel tank is plastic. This is just a protective cover. Dust covers are on the rotors. Brakes are looking tidy. Original brake lines in good shape. No leaking out of the fill plug. A lot of meat left on the rear discs as well. All right, and here we are on the driver's side. There's a good look at the chassis. Really good shape. There's your fuel filter. Some poly bushings there on the suspension. Getting underneath it here. No leaks out of the pinion seal. Shocks and springs look good. There's your drive shaft for the rear. Exhaust looks to have been replaced and the muffler deleted, which is nice, gives you a little bit better flow. There's a beautiful looking transfer case. And there's your front outriggers. And same story over here on the passenger side. Bushing's looking good. Well, a little split there in that bushing, so that's a rubber bushing. Could be replaced. Outriggers looking good. Center of the chassis, these are always in good shape here. Nothing really ever goes on there. Front outriggers look good. There's your gearbox, bell housing, bottom of the oil pan, front drive shaft. All looking pretty tidy. I don't see any major leaks or anything. Lastly, up front here, there's the swivels. A tiny leak coming out of the swivels, but nothing serious. That looks like a new steering drop arm. Steering stabilizer looks good. Bottom of the engine looks nice and clean. I don't see any drips there. And some new hardware possibly. So this oil pan could have been resealed recently. And passenger side swivels, those look to be in good shape. Shocks and springs have a little wear and tear on them, but they are doing their job. Front of the chassis, tiny little bit of surface rust here, but all in all, pretty decent shape. Again, this is an unrestored 28-year-old vehicle, so it's in really good shape in my opinion. There's the front axle, very clean, and all in all, pretty decent shape under here. Okay folks, so let's take her for a test drive, show you the braking, the steering, the gear changes, and all that good stuff. So a couple things that I really do like about this particular Defender is that it's got the stock suspension on it, and once you start lifting it and putting larger tires on it, they don't really ride as good as it possibly could. So this is a very comfortable driving car. So it'll do good on the highway. City driving, very comfortable. I might even say that it has been lowered a touch. It's very easy to get in and out of, and obviously still very capable off-road. And it does have the air conditioning, so blowing very strong, nice and cold. And it is the Td5, so it has a little bit more horsepower over the 130, a little bit better highway cruising ability. And it's in Epsom green, so it's a beautiful color. All right, let's start off here in first gear as we normally do. All right, and being that it does have the muffler deleted, you get a nice little sound from the turbo. You can hear it whistling, spooling up, which is kind of cool. So it should breathe a little better without that muffler. And also, if you wanted to delete the EGR system, right now that EGR is making the exhaust a little bit more cleaner, but we don't really need that. All it does is just make your oil dirtier quicker. So you could delete the EGR system, and the engine will breathe a little nicer, a little bit more efficient. A couple things you could do. So we're in 4th gear now, driving 35 miles an hour. Nice and quiet in here. Suspension's handling the bumps nicely. And we will downshift into 3rd gear here. Yeah, engine's running nice and smooth. And let's accelerate through 3rd gear. Yeah, really good running engine. 4th gear, 45 miles an hour, 5th gear, and that's 50 miles an hour. So let's go ahead and test out the brakes. 3, 2, 1. Braking, okay. Very nice brakes, very smooth, no pulling left or right, no squeaking or vibrations. And this is reverse gear. Let's make sure we're clear. Tons of visibility out of the windows here. There's like 17 windows in this vehicle. So very easy to see around corners when backing up. All right, so let's get on it hard here. And dropping the clutch quite hard. I don't hear any sounds out of the drive line. No clunks coming out of the rear ball joint or out of the transfer case or the wheel flanges, so very solid drive line. Again, we do only have 130,000 miles on here, which is nothing. Runs fantastic, great driving car, super comfortable. And that's it for the test drive. So any questions about this vehicle, don't hesitate to call me at the number at the beginning of the video. You can leave a comment on this video, or you can find us online, Power Stance Import Export, on Facebook or Instagram. Send me a message. If you want this vehicle, she's a beaut. All right, thanks.